everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Not Late Show, coming to you live from a cabin in Alaska. We have got a great lineup for you tonight. Jim Gaffigan is here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to take a look outside the window. And we have a special message from President George W. Bush coming up in just a bit. You are not going to want to miss it. So the city of Juneau in Alaska started a joke hotline to cheer people up amid the coronavirus pandemic. It starts with, ring, ring, who's there? Has anyone noticed that since coronavirus, we haven't seen Joe Biden wearing a face mask? Like, there's no images on the internet of Biden wearing a mask, except for one funny one with the nose cut out. I've heard some people say that he's just limiting his public options, or his public appearances, due to his age and it's coronavirus. Other people say he's just not breathing anymore. Yeah, they're saying it. Some of them are. I'm pretty sure I'm responsible for coronavirus too. I was traveling last November, and while I was traveling, I said a prayer. I said, please, God, I don't care what it takes, but you have to give us more room in coach. Prayer is powerful. Doesn't always get answered how you want it, though. By the way, we love our kids. We have 7 kids. Some of you know that, but we love them all. But we're okay if someone wants to adopt some of them. They'll be okay. We taught them about unconditional love. We're not going to condition our love upon them staying with us. We're still going to love them if someone else is buying all their food. We're not selfish. No, but for coronavirus, my biggest fear was, I think, the same as a lot of people's biggest fear. Please, God, don't let me work from home. Give me the virus. I'll go to the hospital. I'll stay for 2 weeks. I'm just trying to protect my family. Because if I work from home, my family, they're all going to die from coronavirus. My coronavirus. So the political cycle leading up to the November election has already been a bloodbath. Trump continues to take licks from the left for being Trump, as Biden licks women's hair and sniffs them. So President George W. Bush has waded into this controversy with a special message to the public about the presumptive Democratic nominee. Do we have that footage? Is it ready to be queued up? Oh, all right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at that video. Let's roll it, guys.
This is a challenging time. A remorseless enemy determined to rise threatens the vulnerable among us. Officials at every level damage our sense of safety, security, and community. In this case, we serve our neighbor by separating from them. A hug, a touch. We cannot allow physical outreach, none at all. And I have no doubt partisan combatants are setting out to embrace our neighbor, and it is frustrating. Let us remember small differences in the face of human beings can quickly take breath and requires us to be not only compassionate but creative, using the tools of technology to ease their anxiety. People across the nation grieve their burdens. This face of disease is alive and well in America. We need to remember empathy and simple kindness. We are not equally wonderful in the sight of God. In the days to come, it will be especially important to care for the tools that protect us all. God bless the tools.
Amen. Thank you, Mr. President. We've got a great show for you coming up tonight. Jim Gaffigan is here, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to take a look outside the window. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. A Utah Highway Patrol trooper pulled over an SUV going northbound on I-15 on suspicion of an impaired driver. The trooper was shocked to discover a 5-year-old boy in the driver's seat who said he was on his way to California to buy a Lamborghini. The shocked trooper told the boy that California is filled with kooks and let him off with just the warning. California state officials filled a skate park with sand to enforce social distancing, but the plan backfired when hordes of dirt bikers showed up to play. Officials were frustrated further when attempts to clean out the sand sparked a mud wrestling competition. The murder hornet made headlines this week for popping up in Washington and British Columbia. Newfound celebrity Joe Exotic commented from prison, "I heard about those hornets. I'd love to get me some of those from my zoo. It's orange and black, so it looks just like a tiger. They're supposed to be good at taking heads off. They can do like 40 a minute, and they're way easier to bury when you're done with them." The murder hornets were unavailable when we reached out for comment. Their publicist says they're under contract with Maldonado Passage Exterminators, an LLC recently formed in a Texas prison. Thanks to coronavirus, drive-through strip clubs are popping up around the country. Like other fast food joints, the new venue allows consumers to regret satisfying their cheap appetite and drive home frustrated. "This one's a brunette. I ordered 2 blondes. Oh, they only gave me 1 packet of glitter." The president's new press secretary, Kayleigh McEnany, has quickly established herself as a formidable opponent for the White House press corps. When asked if she would ever lie during a press briefing, she replied, "Nay, nay." Authorities in Florida accepted the challenge from a Palm Coast resident who adorned his porch with a welcome mat that said, "Come back with a warrant." When they did, fentanyl and other drug paraphernalia were found during a search inside the home. The optimistic homeowner has a new custom doormat on order that says, "Come back with an acquittal." Smart guy, yes. Former credible Vice President Joe Biden has officially denied claims that he sexually assaulted former staffer Tara Reade in 1993, but his continued pattern of violating personal space has undecided voter views of Biden split between harmless creepy grandpa and sexual predator. Regardless, Democrats have rallied around Biden and released a new campaign slogan, "It takes one to beat one." The AP posted an article this week titled "Not Real News, a look at what didn't happen this week," correcting fake news stories around the web. In other things that didn't happen this week, media coverage of sexual assault allegations by Joe Biden. Elon Musk and the Canadian singer Grimes gave a unique name to their baby boy, born on May 5th. Grimes responded to questions on how to pronounce the name. "It's just like it looks. Exai-12 is perfect, and we're so happy to welcome him to the family. One day, Exai-12 is going to be just like his daddy. Right, Dash-1?" The newest Musk will compete with babies from Boeing and Lockheed for a government contract to create a new 6th-generation exoskeleton robo-augmented AI-infused ground assault trooper capable of stealth infiltration, obstacle breaching, and superior survivability. With a name like Exai-12, he's going to need all of that. He knows he's naming a human, right? Did she give birth to a prototype? It's a boy! Oh. Elon, do you want to cut the ribbon? The United States... The United States Space Force has launched its first video recruiting ad using the tagline, "Maybe your purpose on this planet isn't on this planet." However, the largely conservative DoD has come under attack for their Facebook marketing strategy when they micro-targeted Shirley MacLaine, Tom Cruise, and Marianne Williamson. A Supreme Court proceeding online featured the flush heard round the world by an unmuted participant during an exchange between attorney Roman Martinez and Justice Elena Kagan. It's unclear who was responsible for the flush. What's clear from what we did not hear is they didn't turn the fan on or wash their hands. So if we do find out who did it, my mom wants to talk to you. You're out. And that's what's happening outside the window. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is one of the funniest men in comedy. You loved him in Chappaquiddick, and we've been dining with him and his kids to get through this quarantine. Please welcome food lover Jim Gaffigan. appears Jim had to cancel due to coronavirus. We'll put that interview back in the oven. Jim, you're welcome to come here and eat my kids' Hot Pockets anytime. That's all we have for tonight. I'm Jason Ladd. This is The Not Late Show. Good night.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding ding ding.